dial in here, grab your paper and your pen, take some notes, guys. I know you've been watching YouTube videos with a bunch of strategies that are based off intuition. I'm going to give you a simple hack that you can look for on the 5-minute time frame. I look for this every single day. I've back tested this over 4,000 plus times now. Go ahead and pull up ticker IPST. This is a trade that I'm probably about to take right here in real time. Now, what you want to do, find a stock that is up more than 17% for the day. This stock just started moving right here at 10 a.m. Boom, we get the first pullback on the 5-minute time frame at 10:20. Once you get that first 5-minute candle after the stock has already moved up over 17%, which this one did, it's up over 53% currently right now, and you get that first red candle on the 5-minute time frame, all you got to do is set a level of resistance, set a horizontal line at the body of the candle, not at the wick. And you're going to set the line at either the close of the green candle or the open of the red candle, whichever one is higher. Once you've done that, then all you're going to do is set your alert and then watch for when a 5-minute candle breaks above that. All right, this is very clear. This is not based off intuition. I will take this setup every single time that it happens. Now, there's a couple things you need to be looking for. Over here, for market cap. Market cap must be below 50 million. Market cap is 8.6 million for this specific stock. Free float must be below 10 million for this to work. And free float is at 699,000, super low free float on this one. So check, check, and check. Last part of this is the stock must be below $20 at the breakout level. Breakout level is 1075. So check, 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 check. Everything is good there. Now, once this 5-minute candle breaks out, you're not just going to believe generic advice and say, oh, once this 5-minute candle breaks above that price, I'm going to enter. Or once the 5-minute candle closes above that price, I'm going to enter. You're not going to believe any of that. From tracking over 4,000 plus breakouts, what you need is you need the 5-minute time frame to align with the 1-minute time frame. So this 5-minute candle is going to close right here at 10:45. While this 5-minute candle is closing above my breakout level right here at 10:75, I'm zooming into the 1-minute time frame. And on the 1-minute time frame, we roughly got about 35 seconds left. I need this first 1-minute candle to close green right here to even consider taking this trade. If this candle closes red, it's a complete no-go for me. What I need is this first 1-minute candle to close green. And then even more importantly, and write this down, look for this on every single breakout, I need the next 1-minute candle to also close green. And that actually has more of a massive direct correlation to win rate. So we go from the 5-minute time frame, boom, we're confirming breakout. We're zooming into the 1-minute time frame. First 1-minute candle is closing green. Next 1-minute candle also needs to close green. If that happens, I'm going to enter that trade. And now new 1-minute candle is forming. We got about 55 seconds left here. If this candle closes green, I am going to enter into a position. And the best stop loss, best take profit for max profitability from everything that I've tracked over 4,000 plus breakouts is a 15% take profit and a 20% stop loss. So I'm watching this currently right now. Let me actually get into the one-on-one student chat and let them know. Yep, watching now. If this 1-minute candle closes green, I am in. Okay, we've let the one-on-one students know. Oh no, it got halted. Okay, so we got halted to the upside. So this will be a good teaching example of what I do whenever a stock gets halted. So if we zoom back out to the 5-minute time frame, 5-minute candle did close above 1075. One thing that I want to double check right here is that 5-minute candle needs to close within 15% of this breakout level. So if I just measure that out right here from 1075 to the close, that's only 7.4%. So that's a check. Zooming into the 1-minute time frame, this 10:45 a.m. candle closed green. This is the 10:46 a.m. candle, and it got halted before it could fully close. However, halts last for 5 minutes. So that does count as the close of the next 1-minute candle. However, you can't buy right now because it's halted. Right, so what we have to do is as soon as this stock opens up, and typically these halts last for 5 minutes. If it doesn't last for 5 minutes, they typically last for 10 minutes. Once this stock opens up, I'm going to immediately hit the buy button. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the buy up market button on my Turbo Trader. If you guys don't have your Turbo Trader set up, I made a full video about that. Highly recommend you go check that out. And I always go in with a group order because after tracking over 4,000 plus breakouts, I know the best place to put take profit and stop loss. There is no guessing. I've tracked over 4,000. I've done all the hard work. And now I just got to hit the buy button at the right time. So this got halted at 10:45. So it should get unhalted at 10:50. And here's a pro tip for you. Whenever this stock gets unhalted, before you see the candle start moving, you're going to see the quote over here moving first. So you'll see the price over here start to change first. As soon as I see those numbers start to move, boom, I hit the buy button. I'm in. I'm going to double check and see if my take profit and my stop loss is in the correct spot. If it's in the correct spot, boom, I'll leave them there. If they need to be adjusted a little bit, I'll adjust them. And then I'll just let the trade play out. After that, there is no making any changes whatsoever. I just need to stick to the strategy because after back testing it, I know that it's been profitable for the past 15 plus months. So let's see how this one plays out. We'll be entering as soon as it's unhalted. For anybody who trades with over $10,000 in your account, you're tired of watching the same old YouTube videos that talk about like micro pullbacks and like just a bunch of strategies that don't really have clearly defined rules, and a bunch of strategies where you just kind of have to rely and trust that the person who's trading it knows what the hell they're talking about. If you would like a strategy that's more defined by data, and if you trade with over $10,000 in your account, then you know gambling can cost you not 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks. It's probably costing you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars already. Most of my one-on-one students have come to me. They've lost thousands of dollars in the market. They've tried other mentorships that didn't necessarily work. They felt like they were trading off of intuition. They felt like they were gambling. They wanted to trade based off more data. And that's exactly what I give to them. I live trade with my students from 9 a.m. all the way till 10 a.m. I hop off from 10:01 to 10:30. That time frame just hasn't done well by the data. And then after 10:30 all the way till 12, I continue to call out stocks and opportunities as we see fit. The expected open on this stock currently right now using the NBBO data is 12:01. So it closed at 12:03, got halted at 12:03. Current open right now is expected at 12:01. That does change dynamic. Let me double check. Where is this company from? The company is from the United States. Yeah. So based on where the company is from is going to determine where my take profit and stop loss yet. This stock is from the United States, which allows me to have that 15% take profit. And yes, where the company is from, as far as country wise, does have a massive direct correlation to how far these stocks run. All right, it's 10:50 now. We could get unhalted at any moment. Now it's time to dial in. As soon as I see those quotes start to move, and I'm hitting the buy button, and hopefully I get filled as close as possible to the open, and always go in with a group order. If you don't go in with a group order, these stocks can be very dangerous, because if you don't go into a halted stock with a stop loss and take profit and it starts to pull back on you, you can lose way more than what you wanted to lose. So you always want, I'm in, I got filled at 11.25. See, you didn't even see the candle moving, but I'm already in. So I'm filled at 11.25. The open of that candle was actually much higher than that. I got filled on that wick down, so that's actually good for me. 15% take profit from where it opened up at is going to be right up there at, I'm going to put 13.77, be a bit more conservative. 20% stop loss from that level is going to put my stop loss at $9.58. Okay, so now I'm in this trade currently right now. I got in at 11.25. The open of this next candle was at 12.01. So whenever I measure out take profit and stop loss, I'm always measuring from either the candle close or the candle open. So if we take a trend line right here and you just measure that out to where a 15% take profit would be, that isn't perfect. So let me readjust that. Get it from the actual candle open. All the way up here, you'll see that 15% take profit is right there around that 13.78, 13.79 level. I'm being a bit more conservative and putting my take profit at 13.77, which is representative of about 14.7%. But just want to make sure that I get filled on that. And then measuring out the stop loss is going to be 20% from that level. So 20% from that level is going to put my stop loss down here at around 961-ish. I put my stop loss at 958, right? And now at this point, I've done everything that I needed to do. I identified the setup. I got in at a phenomenal price. I actually got filled in even lower. So I'm actually going to make more than 15% because I got filled at 11.25 when the open of the candle was higher than that. So if this stock goes and hits take profit, since I got filled lower, I'm actually going to get 23% on this stock if it goes and hits take profit. Take profit is at 13.77. Now I'm just going to let my one-on-one students know I'm in TP at 13.77. Let them know I got in at 11.25. Looks like one of my one-on-one students, David, he's actually my newest one-on-one student. He just commented in the one-on-one student chat and said, I'm out TP. So more than likely what David did, and I'm sure he's probably going to watch this video, is that he probably got filled very close to where I got filled at down here at 11.25. Because if I didn't get filled here, he probably didn't get filled here neither. And we got filled on this pullback, which ended up working out pretty well for us. And then he probably measured out 15% from where he got answered, from where he entered at. For me, when I track the data, I have to be consistent. So I always track 15% take profits from the opens or the closes, depending on if the stock gets halted or not. So that 15% take profit needs to be measured out from here. Hopefully it goes and hits my take profit. And I'll just let David know that, hey, you could have got a little bit more on that. So I just got to make sure that I double check with him and make sure that he actually knows that we're measuring out that 15% take profit from the opens and closes. The take profit is 13.77. We just wicked up to 13.62, and I have not been filled just yet. This is a lot of times where people will get scared. People will hit the sell button. People will do all types of things when we get, I just hit take profit. So I'm completely out of this trade. All right, that's my second winner for the day. The other stock that I traded was PFSA. Just traded IPST for a nice 15% move. All right, guys, well, that's how it's done. If you want to live trade with me every single day, you want to be in that one-on-one student chat, you actually want a strategy that is based off data. I'll show you my 4,000 track breakouts that I've tracked. I'll show you every single setup, and I'll show you everything that you need to know so you can start trading with actual data. And that's if you're trading with over $10,000 in your account. Click that link down below for one-on-one training. I'll see you guys in the next video.